So we're kind of on our way to Starbucks right now are you zooming into my lips?
No, I zoomed out to look at you.
To investigate the effects of caffeine on the teenage mind. Isn't that right, Ruben?
Yes.
Welcome back to my channel. I used to have one.
Caffeine is a stimulant, and it does affect the structure in the brain. So yes, it can be considered to create an addiction.
Coffee is destroying them.
Caf-fiend has been a thing since
Stop.
500 something.
That's what you're opening with?
Because some animal ate
It's been a thing since ancient civilizations, and they used the beans off trees and off plants that they found, and they ground them up into this dust, put it in water, and drink it, and then they found out.
How coffee was discovered.
Okay, so how was it discovered? Oh, look at you. Look at you.
I'm paying attention. I'm also playing Pokemon Go. Just letting you know. In case, you know. I don't know. I started drinking coffee when I was 14 because my grandfather would come home from Cuba. And he'd drink coffee like every morning. And so it was very important for him that everyone else also drank coffee in the morning. So it would be like a collective community, like familial thing. And so I'd have like a cup of coffee like every morning, and I was like 14, and then ever since then I was like, this is pretty cool, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee every morning. That's caffeine addiction. So, yeah, so now if I don't like get if I don't drink coffee in the morning, I get it's like a splitting migraine. And then I started working in a cafe, and so now I have discounted coffee that is substantially stronger. So in the beginning that was really bad because I'd work at night after like a really long 8 hours of school as an IB student, so like that would suck. So I would barely sleep, so I would have cold brews all the time, and cold brews are hyper caffeinated in case you didn't know, and so I'd just be having larger and larger quantities of cold brew a day, to the point where I had a venti cold brew and it literally induced a caffeine migraine, like a caffeine based migraine. And that's when I realized I needed to chill, and that's when I started cutting back on the amount of coffee I had. So I only have cold brew when I sleep less than 6 hours. I try to have less than 3 shots of espresso a day. Usually don't make it. Usually make it to at least 4 a day, and then that's it. I've also started switching to kombucha, which is organic caffeine, so it's a little better for you.
When we talk about addiction, it is somebody who continues to use some kind of a substance that is dangerous for them, that can lead to significant impairment in their occupational or social or an important area of function, and they continue to use it despite having negative maybe physiological effects and psychological effects. For example, perhaps a person who continues to drink even though they've had several DUIs, which is that they've gotten pulled over for driving over the influence. They continue to lose work. They may have lost a few jobs because of their alcoholism or calling in late because they've had a hangover. They have problems with their families. They might miss their children's birthdays and other occasions. Yet, despite all of these things happening around them, they continue to use the substance. By nature of the word addiction, it usually does. It's causing harm to them in some way or another, either their health or their some kind of area of functioning, their health, psychologically, it's causing harm in their family. Somebody who might have a gambling addiction too, they go and they spend all of their paycheck on at the casino or the slot machines, then they don't have enough money to pay their bills.